in the game.
Okay.
An iconic venue, Tiger Stadium, Baton Rouge. It's the USC Trojans and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
I caught up with the USC head coach before the game. This is a challenging environment, bringing his team in here against a very quality opponent. This has so many implications for postseason, rankings, strength of schedule, all of those metrics. But more important, he knows how hard it is to get a win here on the road. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for room. It's Jordan. Oh, he's got some space. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Runs through the tackle. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Still looking, on the move. He's got an open man. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Trojans will have it 1st and 10. They'll try it over the left side.
And that's not a surprise who made that play. And this is just the opening drive, but we're going to hear his name a lot. He flies all over the field, shows up in the run, shows up in the pass. Big-time playmaking linebacker that every time you turn on the tape, you see him flying around.
Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Zings it complete to the right. Shakes a man, and he might take off. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Going to the run, it's Wormley. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. And the Trojans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, USC!
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They score the touchdown. That was big time.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. first down. That's caught. It's Berry. Makes the grab and room to run. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking for a man. It's Levin. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football.
There he goes. Inside the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the run, it's Wormley. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll keep it on the ground. There's some room. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. The running back has it. Got enough for the first. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
To the air, it's Mayava. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. One final play before the end of the quarter. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. And here's the tackle at the line of scrimmage, and that'll send us to the second quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Trying to move them on the counter. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. And the Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Levin. Pulls it in, it's Brown. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds me, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. And when they get in the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine, he might hurl over you, but if you don't go in with conviction, and he's got the speed to get outside and take it the distance, this dude just makes your heart stop every time he has the ball.
Running inside, it's Berry. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy, and he's able to get the tackle for loss.
Takes the handoff. It's Berry. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee's signal for the 2-minute timeout. And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. 1st and goal. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown LSU! Fitted in the window for the score.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle. And that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Maiava. Escapes the pressure going right. Catch in the middle, it's Barber. They'll go hurry up here. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Anderson. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. It's 1st down from the 37-yard line. Wants to throw it again. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. The Trojans are in the hurry-up. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always at.
Got a little grass. Touchdown Trojans! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the score is now 21 to 14. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Harris. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. First play of the drive wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
You cannot get any more wide open than that. He had his receiver open, throws the ball. You think, we're walking in for 6, and he drops it right in his hands. Yeah, those are killers. So hard to make big plays. Man, you can't give those up.
Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. The Tigers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Back to throw, it's Levin. They're working that left side. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down.
Just got to finish the play. If you're the wide receiver, you got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Berry. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out and you can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Now from inside the red zone. Going for it all. It's incomplete and nearly intercepted in the end zone. You get the ball that close, you cannot put it in harm's way. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To throw, it's Levin. This time it's complete. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. Timeout called by LSU. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And now a chance to pull even 1st and goal as we get late in the first half. They'll try to get it in with the run. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield, and time is running short. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception.
Touchdown, Tigers! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
They a gamble pays off on offense. I know there are a lot of coaches out there that would have just kicked that field goal in the final play of the first half. Instead, they decide to throw it. And when you've seen these two guys hook up as many times as they have in the past, why not just do it? Great job executing. They're on the same page. They get the score in the end zone on the short throw, and they've got the lead going into halftime.
And he added the extra point. We're just about ready to start the second half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be
turning it on. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Oh, he's got a chance. Makes it past the marker. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender.
And I don't want to marginalize you guys' athletic ability, but I feel like Palmer and Davis both could have ran through that hole. I mean, that was unbelievable job by the offensive line, paving the way. He's getting to the second level before he's even getting contacted. That better change for this defense, or they're going to be in for a long game.
The run inside. It's Berry. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The give to Caden Durham. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. To the air, it's Levin. Throws to the tight end. On target over the middle. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And they're attacking the middle of the field. That's a big gain by the offense. And I know the big fella, I know it takes him a second to get going, but once he gets 8, 10, 12 yards downfield, those are...
Touchdown, Tigers! With that, they grab the lead here in the second half.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown.
Thank you for turning your mic on. Shit was getting oh, fuck. Yo, they get... trying to talk to you. They giving you all these open running lanes. I'm dropping wide open passes.
Executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even. It was turning out to be a really good football game. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running.
Could be an alley.
You talking about catch a pick. How is they just doing my old line like this? Like,
This guy strikes fears.
like this ain't LSU high, sweet. And I'm playing them for the run. Literally, I'm playing for the run.
Trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Breaks into Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
They use the sideline and get him out of bounds right at the 9.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Here comes the heat. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. And the Trojans want to move quickly. A first down run on the doorstep. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Trojans.
And, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. He might want another play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. The Trojans use their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. So now it's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Levitt. Got a man, it's Berry. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
They came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
After that incompletion here, tied in the 4th quarter, you've got a decision to make with this field position. Do you want it?
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory.
Yo, you talking? How I keep dropping these?
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it.
Look at the shit I'm dropping.
And he's still going. Gets away from
and then they make me stumble so you could get me. This shit is crazy, bro. What? And you talking about bailing me? They is bailing you. They want you to win. Like they want you to win. God damn.
His receiver, he knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it.
Finding some room. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Pulled down for the tackle.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Back to throw, it's Levin. Touchdown, Tigers! They move on top here in the fourth. The Tigers are back on top.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Miller. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Might have a chance. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. The give is to Miller.
And here's the thing, the strategy. You want to run the ball because, yes, you want to score and you want to win, but you don't want to leave a lot of time left on the clock for their offense to get another opportunity. So that's a bit of the gamesmanship going on right now. I think you're seeing that with their offensive coordinator and his choice in play call.
He'll try the left side. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I just don't like the play call, guys. 2 straight runs, and you're just wasting clock. At this juncture of the game, you need to score, and you got to score quickly. Running the ball is not going to get it done.
Release to the back. It's complete to the right. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
What a great job by the quarterback working through his progressions here. In a 2-minute situation, he doesn't force it down the field if it's not open. Check it down to your back, let him go to work, and he comes up with a huge play.
He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got
Yo, bro, you can't be dead eyes. You can't be. How is that not an interception?
13 seconds to go in the game.
Look at that.
And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth, and the stage will be set for a great finish. He's got it. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Last chance coming up. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And that one is picked up in the end zone. Might as well finish with a little spare. The defense comes up with a turnover, and they can take a knee if they choose from here on out.
And how about the defense coming up with a big play late in this football game? Offense trying to put something together. But man, they anticipated the pass. They played with great vision in the back end, broke on the football, Palmer, and they called game.
Yeah, they had the lead. They knew the offense was probably going to have to be throwing the football to try to get back in this thing, and everybody's eyes on the QB. What a great job jumping in front of the pass. Forget knocking it down. Catch the ball, pick it off, end the game.
Ooh,